There we go. Now we are 100% live. Okay, now let me bring this up. Setting things up here. And you guys will notice in your journals, you have some new stuff. Toki, this is especially for you since you didn't were unable to get the books. You now have the skill stunt charts.
Yeah, no, that's super useful. Thank you.
Yeah, so I got those done this week, and I'm working on some other new stuff. The way things look is going to change map wise, and the reason that is I am going to be changing what I'm using to make some of the maps, because it's just a lot easier to make certain things, like making cave systems and caverns and stuff like that. And the two that I've been using so far, like this one, which is done in Inkmate, and then another one called Cartographer, making caves and stuff like that is really, really challenging, and we're talking hours and hours of work. I have a new map making system that I've been using called Dungeon Alchemist, which is a lot easier because you actually paint the caves instead of taking these little bits and aligning them just right so it looks like a cave wall. So anyways, when we left off, you guys had just finished killing off a boar and a bear that were possessed. What do you guys want to do now?
Well, looks like we've gone through and gotten our healing part done.
And what I heard the healing part from Joanna. What were you saying, Billy?
I just wanted to make sure that we had covered our healing side of things.
Oh yeah.
After the battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you guys are all healed up. So if you're in short, then you're healed up by now.
Cool.
And then Billy, didn't you also say you wanted to try harvesting as well?
Yeah, I wanted to try and see what I could get in terms of like pelts, heads, tusks, claws, that kind of stuff from the bear and the boar.
And if our Beastmaster buddy here is not basically in the middle of still trying to recover on his side, he may be able to help out with that. Because if anyone else is going to have survival skills, I figure it's him.
Give me a minute. Pull up. Up and pull it up. Photos, not Photoshop. So, okay. Do you have nature lore?
Don't have nature lore. I do have the hunter talent.
Well, okay. What's the hunter talent do?
I don't think it has anything specific. It just helps me actually hunt things. But I thought that would give me some sort of, familiarity or something. I should get some sort of advantage or something in this situation, unless there is something specific. But okay. But no, hunter's lore.
Oh, yeah.
So, intelligence check then?
So, actually, with hunting, you would know. Yeah, I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to make a GM's call and say, yes, that will work. So, roll that. And
That's an intelligence check for this, or okay.
I'm just adjusting my. Okay, and which one was this on? Is this for the bear or the boar?
We'll do the boar first, then we'll do the bear second.
Okay. The boar, you are able to get dead on. You got exactly what you needed. So you actually get the tusks, you get the
hide and some
hide
meat.
And some meat.
Okay. Try for the bear. Oh, even better.
Oh yeah. You let's just say you perfectly skin it. So it's a perfect bear pelt.
All right. So, smoke some meat, cook up some hearts and livers for dinner, and
so
that's what we got.
You guys are gonna camp here?
Well, what time is it in the day?
I'm gonna say, with the fight and everything like that.
Oh, we got ambushed a couple hours before dawn.
Yes. So I'm gonna say it's going to be about, with you doing that of the harvesting, that's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
So I'll say it's going to just start hitting evening time. So you probably have about 3 or 4 hours before it starts getting dark.
Yeah, I mean, if we're healed up and whatnot, we may as well like get some more distance in.
All right. Early camp night then. Start out early in the morning.
Well, I mean, we basically would have lost an entire day of travel in that case.
That's what I'm saying. If we've still got a few more hours of light, we may as well just keep going.
All right. Darkness doesn't bother me, so.
Okay, so you guys start walking away. I want everyone to roll a perception hearing test. Okay. Billy.
Yes.
Of course it has to be Billy, the one that has the hunting. You get to spend those 5 exploration points. You hear sounds of let me switch to the right one. You have sounds coming from this bush of scurrying around. How do you want to spend those stunt points in exploration?
Okay.
MC, yes, we are role-playing Fantasy Age. Is what we are role-playing MC. And hopefully soon, if everything works out and I get the okay, things graphically will change. We will be going from a 2D environment to sort of a 3D environment.
Yeah, it's just one of the services involved is a little bit of a restriction on using it for commercial purposes. And well, since technically the stream's monetized, this counts.
Yes, it does. Just barely. But I think they're mainly looking at like the 3D printed of models and selling of the models themselves is what it's trying to cover. But because the channel's monetized, it works that way. Granted, only monetization this channel really gets is the ad revenue, which luckily for you guys, I do not do mid-roll ads in live streams. You'll get the ads at when you start up the stream, and when the stream ends, never in the middle, because it will interrupt the live stream. And I don't want that. So what you got, Billy?
Okay, I will put 3 points into extra information. You gain an additional piece of information related to your actions. So case listening and so forth.
So that listening, it's not one thing scurrying around in that bush. It's a lot of things scurrying around in that bush.
So you're saying scurrying as into like rats or something?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I will also choose efficiency. Your action only takes half as much time. In addition, you gain a +2 to your initiative rating from the rest of the encounter.
Okay.
There'll be +2 on initiative for the encounter. As I tell people, I think we found the rats that we were looking for.
One last thing. And Toki, you also heard the sound too. The only one that missed was Joanna.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jana's kind of looking around, but I'm pretty sure Billy's pointing in the general direction at least.
Yeah.
And Billy is preparing his sling with stones.
Okay. And
I don't think I need for the rats at this point.
Yeah. So, your NPC buddy here, he pulls out his spear.
Yeah, I've got my staff on me, ready to hurricane blast somebody as well.
Okay.
Yep, crossbows out, loaded, and aiming in the general direction of the bush.
All right.
Nothing's happening.
Okay.
All you notice is it's all of a sudden just gone dead silent in that bush.
What are the rules for, like, if I wanted to arcane blast, like, the bush itself?
Oh, the arcane blast, the bush itself? It's basically you hit the bush. You know, you roll to see if you hit the bush.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move basically up kind of behind this bush.
Okay.
And then arcane blast the bush. Come on, character sheet. Let's roll. 13.
13. Let me check here real quick.
I mean, it's a stationary bush.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. I have things that I have to look at that you aren't seeing. You hear a bunch of squeaking screams.
Does anything scurry out from under the bush?
Roll damage first.
Okay. Hold on, I had to hit refresh on the roll 20 thing, and it's not wanting to play nice. Give me a moment. I'm going to back out and relaunch the game.
While I'm waiting on that, man, go AFK for just a second. I left my drink away from reach of my desk.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. It's just sitting there saying loading, mapping dungeons. It's not loading.
Well, let's give you a moment to see if you can get it to reload. And it gives me a chance to go grab my drink, because I can't grab it right now, otherwise I will destroy my headphones.
I'm just wondering if this is going to turn out to be another goat incident.
Okay, I'm back. Told you it'd be quick. So, something I want to let you guys all know, next Friday there will not be any tabletop RPG gameplay, as Toki will not be available, but you'll want to be here for the week after next. I have a surprise for the players.
Okay, this is reloaded, and I just rolled damage, 5 damage.
5 damage, okay. A bunch of rats scurry out from that tree. This over to here. Grab this. Bit. Here. Probably got actually beyond the name, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So yeah. Bunch of rats jump out.
Okay, are we treating this like it's a swarm as opposed to individual
It
rats?
is a swarm of rats. It is a rat swarm.
Right. Are we doing initiative then, or
We
what are we
are
doing?
doing initiative. Give me one moment. Do not roll your initiative yet, because if you roll your initiative now, it will not be on the counter.
Make sure to highlight your token first before you roll initiative.
Yep. So got that. Let me go here. Get the rats initiative started first. Okay, rats initiative is done. Highlight your tokens. Okay.
I rolled a 13, but my initiative is actually a 15. I get that extra +2.
Okay. So let's see. Where are you?
Damn shame we don't get stunt points on initiative.
Yeah.
We'll change yours to a 15. I love how GMs have control of this.
And sometimes you gotta adjust it. It's nice to have overrides.
Yep. Oh, that's characters. He sees is he's going to roll initiative. Okay. And him for his initiative. There we go. We're gonna pop these out also. I'm also looking at changing the system we're using. I'm looking at going with Foundry instead of Roll20. I'm gonna check it out and test out some. But it's basically I have to pay $50 for Foundry. The GM buys Foundry, and then all the players get access to the game for free. So you guys as the players will not be paying anything if we switch over to Foundry. Okay,
If it's more stable and runs smoother.
it's got sort of a more application. It's a download of an application type thing. So on my end, people aren't going to be seeing the some of the stuff that they're not going to be seeing it browser based.
Mhm.
Plus, all dice rules are done with virtual dice instead of just the GM dice or whoever's playing, which is nice. Plus, it allows for the 3D miniature models. It can connect with Hero Forge. And that's really good. Okay, so we got that all done. We're going the wrong way. There we go. Okay, so Toki, you already took your shot. But guess what? You rolled the highest. So guess who gets to go again?
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and throw out another Arcane Blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
10, you miss.
Okay.
What do you want to do for your minor action?
I'm just going to go ahead and kind of back up and put more space between them.
Okay, where you want to move?
I'm moving.
Okay, so that's your turn. So we now move over to Billy. What do you want to do, Billy?
All right, so the place with the X on it, is that where the rats are? Or?
No. So the rats are right here.
To the side, eh?
Yeah. So the one with the X right in front of you, that was the boar.
I was talking about there was an X up north of me, but okay.
Up north, that's the bear.
That's the dead bear.
That's
okay.
the dead bear.
All right.
Anything
So
with an X is dead.
All right. So I'm with short range for my sling. I've got a stone in it. I will throw with the stone. So my damage will be one more than what I'll be rolling.
Okay.
I hit.
So go ahead and roll for attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you probably need to know some extra information, don't you?
Like
their dexterity is of 2.
Okay.
You rolled a 14. That is a hit.
All right. So I will roll my damage. And I'll roll for the pinpoint on top of that.
Okay. You said it's 1 less, right?
Yeah, but I have to roll the d6 for the thing, so what I'll do is just roll d6 minus 1.
Okay. You got 0.
Well, I netted out to 9 damage. That's fine. But yeah, that pinpoint didn't work too well against them.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things to point at, so it's understandable.
Yes. So, what do you want to do for your minor action, Billy?
Minor action.
Mm-hmm.
I will prep my buckler in case they rush in my direction. So I have that spiked buckler to give me at least some sort of both offense and defense.
Okay. All right. So next up, Valon, and he is going to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. What's his movement? Here, Valon, his speed of 12. Okay. Yeah. He's going to move to here. And then he is going to attack the rats. So he doesn't stab at the rats. He actually swings his spear at the rats. He misses. All right, so that was his action. Murderer jumps back in the bush.
Yep.
Of course, before he jumps in the bush, he thoroughly checks the bush. He doesn't like what came out of that other bush, and now he's paranoid all to hell. So there's that, and then who we have? Okay, we have the rats. So the rats are going to attack Athen. So let's go here. Rats are going to use their swarm. Move this over here. And let's see, what is Athens' defense? They hit Athens. Reading something here real quick. I gotta look at something. Okay, I need to adjust something. The arcane blast. So let's see. There we go. Yeah. So just to let you know, no. I'm gonna let you guys find out about that. Okay, so hit them, and now I need to go to attack this. One more thing here. And 3. No. They are not. 2 damage to him. We're gonna bring up porters. Yes, no armor. He takes 2 points of damage.
At least it's slowly being nibbled to death and not like piranha.
Yeah. Okay, Jana, it is your turn.
And well, especially since they're swarming all over the buddy, I can take my minor action first and aim.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, try and inspire them to get off of him by, well, shooting at some rats.
Okay. Roll your attack. And you miss. It goes wide.
Well, better wide than a little too close, so hey.
Yeah. But
out of curiosity, are there critical failures in this game?
I'm rolling. I'm rolling for something here.
And this wasn't all ones.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if all ones constitutes critical failure.
Okay, we got an audience here. Audience. For this to happen, and this is a negative effect on the players, even or odds? That's the question. And then I'll do the roll. So, if it's whatever you guys say, that is, if you guys say even, then the negative effect would happen to the players for this. And so, we'll wait for a response because I know that there's the delay.
Yeah, I'm over
Always
here trying to
even
inspire
says Mama
paranoia in
T.
everyone.
So we'll go with evens. First response is what gets. Okay. It whizzes by Athon's head. And Athon's like, hey, watch it! If it would have been even, you would have hit Athon.
Well, luckily it wasn't.
Yep. Okay, so you did your aim, you did your shot.
I'm going to do... they're busy with him, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and try and get Dazzle going up against him.
Okay.
So, communication versus willpower for +2 defense. Oh, sure, that one. That might not even be a factor.
Gee, yeah, I'm willpower. What is the willpower on? Yeah, it's a 0. Is it a willpower roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a post check.
It's a pretty decent roll that they made, but yeah. Okay, stunt points. What do you want to use the stunt points for?
Well, first I will take the bonus stunt point that I get from Coordinate, and I'm going to give that to Athon to help him out.
Okay.
Have a little sorry shout over on the side there.
Morale, support.
And, well, let's go with a rapid reload.
Mm-hmm.
That takes me to 5. And actually, you know what? If we're going to count all this as effectively a full style on here, I'm going to go ahead. I use 3 for lightning attack, and then the last 2 will go into a boost to get me +2 on said lightning attack.
Okay. That works. Stacking that's a triple stack of stunt points. You have the capability. I mean, nothing in the rules says you can't do that. I'm gonna allow it.
Yep.
All right. So roll your lightning attack. The stunt points do not count on lightning attacks. Just so everyone knows, you hit this time.
Yes. Yeah. So effectively 18 over on that one there because I forgot to turn the aim off.
Yeah.
But yeah. So as you said, hit, and damage goes. I solid 10.
10 plus 2. That's 12.
Well, I mean, it was for the 2 hit on it there. 1 hit for the damage. Unless you want to give me the extra 2 on top.
Yeah, no.
A second time, but hey.
No. Just the 1.
Darn.
Wrong thing. And just so that the viewers know, the reason I'm doing that is because of this rule right here. So I'm going to pull that up so everyone can see what's actually causing that. In fact, actually, I'm going to take this, duplicate this in the actual long description.
Would I be wrong in assuming that all these attacks they're hitting are only taking out one part of the swarm at a time on there rather than getting like multiple sweeping hits?
Well, in a way. So you're asking
something that would be visible.
You're wanting to know if your shots are just taking out one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me look at distance here. So you're back here. They're here. They're small. Roll a perception check for me. Yeah, you didn't. You don't know. It's so far away, you can't tell. There's such a pile of rats there. You can't tell. You know you're hitting them because you're hearing this squealing. And you're seeing your bolt sort of stick out and then like the pile sort of deconform and then move forward, but because the pile is so big and moving and rushing forward, you can't see beyond it to see what's left behind right now. Because they're really not moving a direction. They're staying in their area fighting Athon. So all you can really tell is your bolt is just sort of wiggling around in this mass. That's what I'm gonna say.
Man, if only we had some napalm. Athon might not like it very much, but hey, it'd get rid of the horde.
Yeah. There are ways to find out things like, like that. I want to give you guys hints, but I don't want to give you guys too easy a hints. Because I know you guys are smart. I know for a fact, 2 of you for sure, because I've worked with 2 of you. I know for a fact how smart you guys are.
Being smart
Billy,
does not mean we aren't also dumb.
True, everyone makes mistakes, but it's learning from those mistakes is a smart person. A dumb person makes the same mistakes over and over and over again without learning or trying anything new. That's where the difference is. And I don't think none of you have made that issue. But like I said, I've worked with Toki. I've worked with Joanna. For God, what was it? Like 3-4 years we worked together? At that one place?
Yeah, I was there for and I feel like both of you were there most of that time, not the whole time.
Yeah, I was there for 3 years plus 6 months. So 3.5 years. No, couple months.
Yes.
All right. So, anyways, continuing on. Let's move on. Toki, it is your turn.
Right. And I'm going to reposition over here and take another arcane blast attempt.
Okay. Roll for the hit.
12.
Let me double check the armor here. You just hit them.
Okay. Does armor go into? I thought armor was about absorbing damage rather
It
than.
is.
Okay. 6 damage.
6 damage. Arcane Blast is an area of effect one, right?
No, it's not. It's just single target.
Oh, single target. So I've been doing this completely wrong.
So as far as I don't know how the rules for swarms.
So yeah, so this is actually this. Okay. Just adjusting numbers to make things correct. So we got that. And of course they squeal and smell burnt fur. So that was your turn. Billy, what are you going to do?
All right. Well, I think it's pile on the rats here. So I will use a minor action to reload my sling, and then I will use my action to attack the rats.
Okay. Roll for attack. You hit.
Right. And I'll pinpoint attack again. So.
Okay. So. Okay.
So 16 damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I got the damage put in. All right.
And that's my turn.
That is your turn. Okay, so Athen is going to do another sweeping attack with the spear. Oh, barely misses. Barely. Just as he swings, you see a bunch of puff of little bits of fur fly up in the air and nothing else. And for it, actually, I want you guys all to make a perception check. Okay.
Yeah. And with that point I gave him, wouldn't maybe he'd have used it for boost to get a little extra +1 as to hit this turn?
Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so the only one that notices this. Where he swung, all of the rats are clean shaven in those areas. You're seeing actual rat skin now. He shaved them nice and clean, but did not do any damage. No, he does do damage because of what you mentioned.
Yep.
So never mind. You actually see him hit, and we're going to give interesting information on this.
Nice.
Well, you notice when he swings, a bunch of rats go flying. And it's cleared away, and you're now able to see that every shot that you've made and that Billy's made, there's, for each of you that made a shot, you're seeing a dead rat for each one.
Okay, so basically, in out of character sense, these guys effectively have a ranged resistance on it here. If we want to actually get rid of the swarm in a reasonable time, we're going to have to get in the thick of it.
No, it means we need fire. Purified with fire.
Yeah, alternately environmental effects like fire. But let's see, you have night vision, so you don't carry torches. I don't have any torches because I've ran out of money.
Oh, God, I still want to say something. I'm not going to, though. It's not my place as a GM to guide you. It's my job to tell the story and to make sure you're following the rules. That's it. I personally think that it's more fun for you guys that way. Because that way you get to learn sort of about these creatures and stuff like that. And discover things. You know, just sort of like with the whole entire purple eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of thing. That kind of discovery. I want you guys to learn and discover things in this world. And in this campaign. It's half the fun, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Glad you all agree.
And of course, I'm going to keep that in mind for my run.
Why do I
Nothing
feel
to
like I'm
worry about.
personally going to regret playing in your campaign? Toki
I
and
won't
Billy are
hold
going to
grudge, I
have an
promise.
easy time, and here's Controlled Chaos always down on the ground hurting.
It'll be entirely because of your choices and the whims of fate.
Toki,
If it happens at
Billy,
all, I mean.
I apologize in the future.
Anyway, dealing with this campaign still.
Yes. Okay, so that is done. With that done, he is going to put his guard up. Cordur is just going to pass. That puts it to the rats. The rats are going to attack Cordur. Let's do a
I mean, Athen.
Yeah, Athon. Sorry. Too far away from Athon. Anyone else close enough? No, no one's close enough. Okay, so hits with the +3, going to add in a mighty blow. Total of 9 damage he takes. This is correct. Let me double check something. I did the wrong one. That's supposed to be a 10. This one. Attack last time. Rat's willpower. Image of 2. So Athen actually be go 22. 9, or yeah, 9. That $17. Gotta do math right here. There we go. Okay, so we got that done. And they're going to just stay. Donna, it is your turn.
All right, so with the remains of the boar, I mean, so I know that we harvested a decent chunk from it on there, but is there still like a reasonable amount of carcass left? Like it's got some heft, it's still got like some meat on it, stuff like that? Or has it been like straight down to bone? That's a question
you need to actually ask Billy if he left any bones and stuff like that. You know, what all were you harvesting for on the boar, Billy?
I'm afraid there's only the 3 of us, and we're talking like 1 full boar and 1 full bear. There's no way we could haul that much, poundage with us.
So you basically just focused on the good bits, so there's all like the mid-grade and worse is still on it?
Oh, yeah, there's tons. I mean, I can only, reasonably figure that we're going to take, enough for us to, last for a number of days and all the rest. I mean, it's not like we can just drag the rest of it with us.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, well, I mean, you kind of said the magic word there, drag. So what I'm going to do is probably going to require both my minor and major actions for it. I want to basically just zip up, grab like the biggest chunk of boar of whatever's left on there, and then divert down to the fight here and basically just kind of sling it into the horde as a distraction. Maybe they'll get distracted by, the meat that isn't fighting back and is just, nice, bloody, ready for eating right in front of them, rather than the mobile meat that's being a bit pokey at them.
Okay. I want you to roll a look here. I want you to roll a strength check.
Oh, this is just going to be this great chance here. Hey,
you got it. And do you want to use those bonus points?
Yeah,
Stunt
so
points.
give the bonus one to Athen again.
Okay.
And as for what I'm actually going to do with my 4 here, I'm going to say I will go with defensive stance to get an additional +4 to defense. So now I'm sitting at +6 against those rats now.
Okay.
Between Dazzle and this. And I will use another one for boost. So my next hit's going to get +1 on them.
Okay.
Or +1 to hit.
Okay. And so you throw it, makes it into the pile of the rats. I have to make a willpower check. And it fails. They continue being aggressive to you guys. And they're ignoring the chunk of meat. And just climbing over it.
That was worth a try.
It was. That was a smart move. It forced me to do a check to see what would happen. So that was a very smart move.
And I assume up close am I seeing purple eyes on these guys, or are they just
Yes.
regular? Okay.
You are definitely seeing purple eyes on these guys.
All right. Well, if that's all my actions,
I want you all to roll perception hearing again. Okay, Toki and Joanna, you are hearing rustling in this tree right here. And it's up high. What do you want to use your stunt points for? Joanna?
let's see. So,
Oh.
I mean, I've generated another set. So, give one to Toki along with a shout of up above to give a warning about whatever's over in there, along with I think we're going to get surrounded. We should run. And let's see. So I got 5 points. Skirmish is 1 to 3.
Now, you can also use exploration. Because this was a perception test, you can use combat or you can use exploration.
Hmm. All right, so I will use 2 points into skirmish, basically just to move myself and Athen back away from the swarm.
Okay.
Just to get at just a 1 square distance for each of us here. Just kind of
So like
grab
that?
a shoulder, pull him back. Yeah.
Okay.
And that leaves me 3. Let's actually check the exploration. Yeah, I guess I will just toss that 3 into extra information for what I'm hearing from up above there.
Extra information. The sound that they're making does not sound like rats.
Well, I mean, if it's high up, I'm going to assume we've probably got birds of some kind here, but anyway. That's my stuff used. Got a stun point and a warning over towards Toki, some distance for myself and Athen. I think that's all I can do at the moment.
Okay. Toki, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna see if I can finish off the rat swarm with another arcane blast, and I'm gonna pull out from under that tree. 13, I believe that's a hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. Ooh, nice. Base damage is 9.
What are you using the stunt points for? You have 4 stunt points to spend.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Now you actually have your own little sheets to look at.
Yep.
Yeah. For those of you that are actually watching the stream, in case you're deciding on whether you want to join or not, you do not need to have the rulebooks for this. What he's doing is he's going into handouts I've created, and he's pulling up stuff like this. And so he's looking at stuff like this and going through and going, okay, I have 4 points to spend. What am I going to spend those 4 points on?
Okay. So
go ahead.
Okay, so I want to do Mighty Blow, and then I kind of need a rule about whether knock prone essentially would work on a swarm. I mean, I feel like we could justify the idea of just like, okay, maybe not every rat gets knocked down, but essentially it's going to make them spend their movement on something, like so that
the number of rats you hit is the number of rats that would get knocked prone. That's how I'm going to pull it.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to roll my additional damage. Damn. Just one extra damage.
So, and you said it was Arcane Blast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the rats. 1 rat gets knocked prone.
Okay.
Okay, so that's, and then you said you were gonna move, or what are you gonna do for your minor?
Go back over this way.
Okay.
I need to step away for a few minutes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and let's take a. You think 5 minutes will be enough?
Should yeah.
Okay, let's all take a 5-minute break, and we will be right back. And for the people viewing, this is what they're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, make us worry.
All right, I will be right back.
Still here.
Okay. Toki, you there?
Yep, just got back.
Okay, excellent. And Ro?
Here.
Okay, excellent. So, let's go ahead and need to roll some.
I just want to put a couple internet bucks on overly literal murder of crows.
Okay, who wants to put internet bucks in on this bet? We have Joanna saying murder of crows. And viewers, you can get in on this too. Anyone else have guesses of what's in the tree?
Squirrels, maybe?
Squirrels? Okay. And Billy, what are your thoughts?
I don't like to guess what is going to murder me. I just like to...
I guess feel like a bit of a Ghostbusters Stay Puft kind of thing that's going to choose the form that Gozar takes.
Yeah. Oh God! And I just watched Ghostbusters Afterlife too, not this last week. Because have any of you actually seen Ghostbusters Afterlife?
I haven't.
I believe I've seen that one. That's not the Frozen Empire one, right?
Oh yeah. It's the Frozen Empire one, and what I'm thinking of is also in Afterlife.
Okay. Well, Afterlife I've seen. I haven't seen the Frozen Empire one.
Okay. Well, Frozen Empire one is really good, but this will apply to Afterlife. With what Toki just said, there's a reference there in Afterlife, but in mini size.
Yes, I know the mall scene with all the little baby Stay Puffs.
Yeah. So let's see. All right, we'll bring out the token now. Come on. There we go. Right there. What does that look like to you guys?
The bats?
Mm-hmm. A swarm of bats.
Nobody gets the payout.
Nope. That was a good guess, though. Murder of crows.
I'm mostly for the pun, if nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to pop this out so I can see better. And I got those selected, so I need to roll their initiative.
Well, the wolves that we managed to communicate with and told us about them being around a cave of bats. I guess that explains the bats.
Hmm.
Okay, so there we go. I had to reorganize because of the bats entering in. And so, Toki, you did your move and your shot, right?
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and do that. Billy, your turn.
New problems, old problems. Actually, the same problem. All right. And when you start out, your standard backpack, does it come with anything like torches or anything like that, or?
No, it's basically when you get your bag, the backpack is just to carry stuff.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Like sometimes when you get a standard opening equipment, you get some other things that go with it. But
yeah,
all right. All right. Then I am going to use my minor action to load my sling because that's what I've been doing with, and taking another shot with a stone at the rats. I don't know how well we were doing with them, but I might as well keep running away.
Okay. So pull up the. Let me move things right here. This is that's Athon. I don't want Athon.
I think that's a hit.
Okay, let me see. Yes, that is a hit. Rats. Here we go. So roll for damage.
Pinpoint again.
Okay. Oh, nice roll.
5 plus 12, 17 points of damage.
Okay.
So another stone goes winging through the pile. Bam, 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 bam.
Yep. All right. So that was your action. Next up is the bats. The bats are going to fly here. They're going to attack. Okay, what are Toki and Billy? What are your defenses?
Mine's 11.
Yeah, I don't think high enough.
Oh no, actually mine's 12.
Okay.
My defense is a 14.
All right. So you're both getting hit, and I'm gonna roll two. I'm gonna roll one dice, and you're both gonna take that amount of damage.
Right.
You are both taking 6 damage.
Minus armor for 3, so 3 damage.
Mm-hmm. So that is the bat's turn. It is now Athen's turn. Athen is right here. He is going to jab the spear, do a piercing attack at the rats. Because he can't really swing the spear around with the direction that where Juan's standing. That is going to be a hit. And he's going to add in
And think you may have muted yourself.
no, I'm thinking here, I'm looking at things.
Okay.
Because he gets Eldritch Assault. He is a spell sword. So basically his attacks allows him to spend 3 mana points, and he can cast one of his abilities as his attack. As a secondary effect.
Oh, handy.
Yep. Okay. Everyone, actually, no, I can look myself. What am I thinking? Characters. Okay. 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 Let me think. That is in touch range, isn't it? It is. He's going to cast Beast Speech on the rats as he attacks. So he can now communicate with the rats. And let's roll for... He is going to roll for damage. He's going to do lightning attack. First, he's going to move here. So he's going to attack, move, and then attack. This time when he attacks, he's actually going to do a sweep attack, starting just, before, starting right here, and then sweeping to over here. That way he does not hit Joanna. So the first attack hits, and wrong one. Oops, if I pull up the right character sheet. So many character sheets I have open here. Okay. And 4 damage. Don't need this one. Gonna be 7. And when he pulls his spear out, there is 1 rat stuck to it. Then he's going to do his lightning attack. Okay, that's the rats. This is... He hits. All of the rats are now dead. I want you to all do a perception roll. Seeing. You all fail. You saw, you didn't catch it. You're too occupied with what's going on with the bats and the rats and stuff like that to fully catch.
A little bit distracted. That's
yeah. So I made it a challenging roll. So the target number was a bit higher than normal. But with that being said, here... we will put an X on them. Then close this out by reset some things. So his action is over. Who's next? They're dead. Can I just... Okay, there we go. He's going to pass. Joanna, it is your turn.
all right. I'll give Athen a little bit of a cheer and finishing off that swarm, and I will change from crossbow over to short sword, and then move over here, which I believe will wind up use both my actions because it's effectively 2 minors.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I actually reread the thing on Dazzle, it's not actually an opposed roll, it's just straight value of communication versus value of willpower. So there turns out there's no actual check on that. So I will be moving the Dazzle onto the bats. So if their willpower is less than 3, I get +2 defense versus them.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, it is.
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those may not be just bats.
Yeah. No, it is. You beat it by a good amount.
Hmm.
Okay, so that was your turn. Toki.
And plus, these bats are thoroughly flanked. If that even applies to swarms.
Yeah.
All right, so if I back away, I'm going to provoke an opportunity attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going to blast him then.
You're gonna blast them. All right.
14.
Check that real quick. You hit them.
This damage is 5.
What do you want to use the 5 stump points for, by the way?
I know, I'm looking that up. I just rolling my other stuff
Yeah.
first. Okay, I'm just going to do the lethal blow extra 2d6 and hope that I don't roll poorly again.
Okay. Okay.
7.
So, this is for the viewers. Remember this stuff here, right? Look at that. And if we look at defense, see what it's talking about here? Right there. So, what I do is I go here, I change that to that. Because of that rule right there, that special ability they have. So, got that done there. And I want you guys to roll perception again. Okay. Okay, yeah. And okay, yeah, you all see it. 3 bats drop out of the sky and hit the ground dead.
Out of the sky, as in from the swarm that...
Yeah, from the swarm of bats, 3 bats have fallen.
Okay, without any of us having done anything like direct effect, so like they weren't near where the blast hit, they weren't near where anyone
No, it was in that group of bats that he shot his arcane bolt in. 3 of the bats fall to the ground, burnt to like a crisp.
Okay.
What do you... I'm going to start with Toki first. What do you want to use your stunt points for? Because this is a perception look, you can use exploration. I'm taking Toki, you're looking at exploration stunts.
I am. I'm going to use got it. Okay, I'm going to use how many did I get?
You got 5.
Okay.
And you can break them up. You don't have to use them all in exploration. You can break them up between exploration and combat.
Oh. I thought it was only exploration.
No, you because you're in combat, you can use it as combat, but because of what you did was a noticing thing, that's an exploration thing, therefore I'm giving you the choice to use both.
Okay. So in that case, so there's lightning attack. It does say you must have a loaded missile weapon to make a ranged attack with this stunt, and so I'm not sure if Arcane Blast qualifies.
Arcane Blast, because it is coming out of your arcane device, no.
Okay, well, in that case, can I use Lightning Blast to try to hit him with my staff?
Okay, yeah.
Are they too high up? Okay. All right.
Well, you can do an Arcane Blast, or you can try to swipe them with Blast. They're just within range.
I thought you were saying that I could not do it with Arcane Blast.
No, you can't, because you have that that totem or that arcane device. The arcane device allows you to.
Okay. Cool. In that case, I'm going to do Arcane Blast. I'm going to extra damage thing that costs 2 points for an extra 1d6, assuming that I hit. Does it 12 hit?
You miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any points left?
Well, I mean, I already declared that I was going to spend them on Mighty Blow, so...
Okay. Yeah, so no. Billy, what do you want to spend your stunt points on?
I will spend 3 points for defensive stance.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me an extra +4 to my defense
Mm-hmm.
for the beginning of my next turn. Okay. And then I will also spend 1 point doing a skill boost assist to Jenna, since she's with us surrounding the bats here.
Okay.
So her next attack or action will be a +1.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Toki, do your roll for your lightning attack.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You missed. Sorry. My bad. Okay. Billy, is your turn to attack.
All right. I have my spiked buckler out. Mm-hmm. I will interaction drop my sling and pull my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting two-handed now. And I will then use my action to attack with my short sword.
Okay. And what kind of attack do you do with your short sword?
I'll do a slashing attack.
Slashing attack.
Slashing into the pot.
All right. Roll your attack. Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Right. Is there dexterity less than 3?
Their dexterity is 3.
All right, so I can't pinpoint attack.
No.
All right. So, 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, I want everyone to once again do a perception roll. Perception seeing. You notice nothing.
I got 3 of a kind. Like a super stunt value.
Okay, so I am gonna go, and I'm gonna be silent to you guys, but I'm gonna be talking to the viewers. Because I'm gonna give them a heads up about something. So give me one moment here while I go ahead and get to the right screen here. And I'm going to mute my Discord mic and let the viewers know, and then I'll be right back with you guys, okay?
Yeah, we won't be plotting any revolutions behind your back, I promise.
Oh, I can still hear you guys.
Darn. Well, good thing we aren't.
Okay, so for you viewers, here's the thing. The reason I've been having them roll was to see if they could find out and discover about this defense that they have there and this attack that they have. The other reason I just had them roll now is because when it got below half health, I want to have a bat fly away. Because if they don't kill all 10 bats, because each time they hit, just doing a single strike instead of a swapping strike, it only takes 1 out due to this rule here. Unless they do a mighty blow, then it takes 2 out. If they do a lethal blow, it takes 3 out. If they do an area of effect attack, it does the actual damage. So, with that being said, because they missed, there is now going to be a bat that flies away and it's going to fly over in this direction. So, their movement speed is of 5. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be right here. And so, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the next 2 turns, if they don't notice it, the bat's gonna get away. That one bat's gonna survive, and it's gonna cause trouble for them in the future if they don't get all 10 bats. So with that being said, let me unmute. Okay, I am back. So I just want to give a heads up to the viewers on some stuff that's going on. So, with that being said, we have that done, and Billy, you've taken all your actions. Oh, wait, you got to roll. Oh, that's right, you missed. So, next up is the bats. Bats are going to attack. 14. Anyone have a defense above 14?
I do, because I took
effective.
the defensive stance. I have currently a defense of 18.
Okay, and Joanna, what's your defense?
Effectively 13 right now, so no, I get hit.
Yep. So Joanna and Toki, you are going to take the following damage. You are going to take 5 damage.
All right. 3 armor. So I take 2 points.
And that is the bat's turn. So it is his turn. He is going to move here. And then he is only going to do a stab. For the attack. He was there. Bats. He hits with 4. He is going to do this up. Bring up handouts. That's chase. I want combat. He is going to stay aware and do lightning attack. So we roll for damage for this. And right here, roll the damage. That is going to be 8. Here. That. Then he is going to do a swinging attack. And misses. But he notices something. He just realized something. And he lets you guys know that a regular stab single target attack always takes out one of the bats or one of the rats. Doing an area of effect focus attack like a swing actually takes out multiples.
Okay.
And that the number of... So basically, what's going on is every time you guys been hitting, and you've been like doing the slingshots and the bolts, no matter how much damage you've been actually putting out, you've only been killing one rat each time. And each rat has 1 hit point. But when you do a swing attack, it calculates all of the damage. Also, by doing Mighty Blow, you don't do you don't take out 1, you take out 2. By doing Lethal Blow, you don't take out 1, you take out 3.
Okay.
And that's the information that's given out.
Of course, you're saying like big swinging blows on it here. So mechanically, as far as us doing the attack, would that effectively, that was just, well, not that any of us were really doing much in the way of melee up before this point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but like, it's still just going to be a regular attack roll. We don't have to do anything else special.
You don't do anything special. Everything's done on my end.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say I stab at them, I do a certain thing. If you say I swing my weapon and I do an arc attack, I do something different in damage wise.
Mm-hmm.
With the information I just gave you.
Cool.
So it has very special mechanics. And there are more special mechanics than just what I told you. I'm not going to tell you how much more, but there are some more surprises with the swarms.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if, like, swing attacks and stuff are, like, I don't know to what degree these are, do only fighters get certain, like, sweep attacks?
No,
like,
yeah, you can say, I swing my weapon at them. If you say I swing my weapon at them, then you're doing a swinging motion. If you say I just attack, I'm going to do a regular stab attack. If you say I'm doing a stab attack, you do a stab attack.
Okay.
So how you describe your attack determines how I determine the damage they take.
Okay.
So be more verbal about how you're attacking. Don't just say I attack, because if you say I attack, I'm going to go with the basic. Sound fair?
Mm-hmm.
It allows for more interesting combat also. I see it that way. Okay, so he's done. Once again, Hoarder's hiding. And Joanne, is your turn.
All right, so, well, it's not going to be as wide a swing as I'd like, considering it's a short sword. Effectively, it's basically like machete rather than like a regular type of sword, effectively. But I'll just chop the blade through that cloud and hope it hits multiples at a time here.
Hey, at least you're not having to be a Michael Jordan like Billy is having to be. That whole entire height difference.
Jumping spin attacks. I'm sure it looks very nice over there.
Yeah.
And it's not at all just a little.
Yeah. Let me guess, because he's so acrobatic, he looks like Yoda from the Phantom, or what was that from? Which one was it where he's jumping around? I know he does that in the Clone Wars, but he did it in the last of the prequels.
Hmm.
And that looked really cool. I remember a lot of people like, "Oh my god, that looks so cool!"
All right, so we got
roll the attack.
big swing, and then this has a +1 from the assist coming from Billy, I believe. There, the effective is 14.
14, you hit, and you have 4 stunt points.
All right. Well, I will use 3 to get a defensive stance and 1 to get another bonus point on next turn.
Okay, now roll the damage. 6. Down to that. Everyone roll perception. Everything okay over there, Billy?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Need a perception roll?
Yes, please. Okay, Billy. Way over here. You see where I'm pinging?
Mhm.
You see one lone bat.
One lone bat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that right where the swarm of bats are, there are only 2 bats.
So we have a total of 3 bats left now.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and so Joanna, since you've done the attack, anything else you're gonna do?
Well, I'll use the minor and go on my guard for just, 1 more point of defense.
Okay. Doki, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead because I have no bonus to my attack with the quarterstaff. So I'm gonna stick with Arcane Blast, but I'm gonna hit the bat.
The bat that's
On
over
the
here.
back. Yep.
Okay. Roll the attack.
14.
14. You
I'm getting a message here
barely.
saying the stream is paused.
What?
I have a message here on my thing saying stream pause. Zabi Sir has minimized their application.
Yeah, that's just if I've got the rulebook minimized, then it doesn't actually show up for it. But
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that's Discord wise, don't worry about that. I thought you were talking about my stream for a moment, so I looked over real quick. Am I getting any issues? Okay, so roll damage. Okay. So that drops that. Here. this down to there. And what do you want to do for your minor action?
I'm just gonna stay where I'm at because I don't want to provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay. And Billy.
All right, so the swarm I'm next to just has 2 bats in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I might as well try and slash away at these last 2 bats
Okay.
as my action.
You hit. Roll
right.
damage. They are dead.
And as my minor action, I will drop the short sword so I can retrieve my sling from the ground.
Okay. Well, combat's now officially over.
Okay, well, I thought there was still 1 bat left that
Nope.
was flying off from the sling.
Toki got it.
Yep.
Toki got
That's
it? Okay.
Yep. Used Arcane Blast to shoot at it.
All right. Well then.
So,
Wow.
that
We
ends
seem to be
combat.
Yeah, that was an unpleasant ambush.
Yes. And there's still some more surprises with swarms.
We still aren't seemingly. We're just trying to get to the goblin village, and every time we turn around, animals are just coming out of the woods, quite literally, to attack us.
You're in the woods. What do you expect?
And we also spent a good chunk of the day here where we were attacked before, so I'm pretty sure if there is one guy that's behind it all, or a group of guys in communication, we were kind of the stationary target all day.
So, everyone take 400 experience. That was a very challenging battle, and you guys did amazingly well. In fact, actually, cancel that. Make it 600.
In that case, I believe we level up.
Yep.
Well, let's do the level up then. You guys willing to spend a little extra time in the stream to do that? Or do you guys want to call it now?
I have a pretty hard shut off at 8:05, basically.
8:05. So you just want to do it off stream?
Yeah, we can do that if you have time to get together with me before. I mean, again, I'm not available next week, but yeah, I can probably set aside some time before the week after that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty much free
offline.
all week long except for Tuesday between 2 and 5.
Okay.
So, and Sundays I'm heavily busy. So if you want to get together tomorrow, we can do that. Or like I said, sometime during the week. So it's mainly also Monday and Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. I'm streaming. So we'll go ahead and go that direction. Let's go ahead and do the round of MVPs choices. We will start with Billy.
Jenna at least had a good idea at trying to use meat or something as a distraction for the rats.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give her chops for that.
Yeah, the reason I did the willpower test on that was to see if their willpower was strong enough to resist the control to actually go for the meat. So if that roll would have been higher than what the number needed to be wood, then they will have gone for the meat. And that will have actually broken the connection for that moment, which would have made you guys safe for a while at least. So, okay. Joanne.
Yeah, there's a fair amount happening all through this fight here.
Yes.
And we had Toki definitely bouncing around, sniping stuff off there. And I think Billy kind of wound up getting stuck in a bit more on it. And so I'm going to have to go ahead and give it to Billy for getting a bit more in the way. And plus, finishing things off, spotting the last one that may have been able to escape and calling it out. So, definitely an assist point for sniping that one off.
All right. And Toki.
I had the same thought as Billy, as far as John's idea to try to lure the rats, even though it didn't work out. It was good thinking.
Okay, excellent. So, and just as a reminder, next Friday there will be no streaming of the tabletop RPG because we will not have the full group here. However, no matter what, whether there's a full group or not, we will be playing on the 23rd with a surprise for the players. Not like I haven't been surprising you guys every time, huh?
Yeah, it's important to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you guys think of this session?
I thought it was good. It was nice to see how the swarm mechanics different from D&D's swarm mechanics.
Yep.
Yeah, I did see some parallels there. And I am debating going and getting that whole artificer thing for, let's make some explodies of our own, perhaps. But we'll see what happens. A reliable supply of AoE attacks is something we don't have, and that has apparently been noted as a very big weakness for the group.
Yes. There were some close calls, and that was a very, very long fight, all because of their defensive mechanic. If this would have been any other two creatures that weren't swarm, I'm pretty sure you guys would have been doing a lot more damage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
And that's the reason why I was having you guys constantly roll perception, was to give you hints and clues every round to see to get more information. And I was actually hoping you guys would spend more of those points in the exploration points instead of combat. Because if you would have used those and done more insights, you will have gotten more information.
Okay, cool.
So just remember, when I give you guys the options of using other, multiple stunt pools, don't neglect I'm giving you that option of that other stunt pool based on what you're rolling for, where I'm having you roll. Reason being is there's a reason I'm adding it in. I'm not just adding it in for fluff. There's actual gameplay mechanic that you can use there to help out. Because I'm not the type of GM that's just all combat or all story. I like to throw in some mystery. I like to throw in some puzzle solving. I like to make you guys think. I think that makes a game a lot more fun when you guys actually have to use your mind and get creative in figuring things out. Because that's what makes a pen and paper RPG session really fun for me is when it has all aspects. It has the social part to it, has the combat part to it, and it has the thinking part to it. So we are pretty much done here. And I want to thank you guys all for watching and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.